Hey, welcome back. Today I'm going to talk to you about representing. When you go overseas, you're actually representing all Americans, all Westerners, all Germans, whatever you want to call it. And the problem being an American is you get blamed for every single Caucasian that goes overseas. I'm just going to put it flat out that way. You are going to be blamed for it. And you might see a picture of a Canadian in the paper and they'll say, look at that American, because they assume all Caucasians are American. So you are representing us when you go overseas. And I'm not saying if you're from England, you're representing Americans. You're representing your own home country. How you act, they're going to make their opinions based on how you act. And I remember seeing an article on their opinions of foreigners. And I think this was from Thailand. They said they thought Germans drank way too much. The British were very arrogant. And the Americans, they said, were the best tippers and the kindest people. But whenever they see someone Caucasian, most likely, they are going to say that's an American. So when you start acting up, they're going to start to think everybody in your race acts like that. I remember one time I'm in Japan, and it's like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, and I'm talking to some restaurant owners, buying some food, and these 2 American guys came down in their 20s, kind of screaming, and they were like ripping up plants out of the planters, knocking over planters, just screaming. I mean, they were probably angry about something. And I mean, I'm looking at the Japanese, and all I could say to them is, I'm sorry, I'm not this way. I mean, I actually had to apologize because of it. So you're representing all of us. So the way you act is the way they're going to see everyone. Now, I remember one time I was told in Cambodia that there was I'm not sure if it was from England, Scotland, or the U.S., but this guy was a religious fanatic. I don't have any problems with people being religious. I'm very spiritual myself. And this guy saw a Buddhist shrine. Now, most Cambodians will have this small little shrine outside their house. It looks like a little bit of a temple. It's on maybe a 4-foot pedestal. And they put fruit in there, they put vegetables in there, or food. Don't ask me what it's for. I think it's just like for the ancestors, food for the ancestors or whatever. So they put the food here, and this guy told me that he was teaching a guy, trying to teach him English, and basically this guy went over to that shrine and started smashing it because it was not Christian and it was sacrilegious to him. You're not in your country. You're in a country that's 90% another religion. There are some Christians in Cambodia. There is somewhat of a Muslim faith in Cambodia. I'm not exactly sure what percentage. And the rest are Buddhist. He's over there smashing up a Buddhist shrine or thing that goes in front of the house because he thought it was sacrilegious. Do not act like that. You are representing Americans. You are representing British people. You are representing Australians. You are representing New Zealanders, Kiwis. You're representing Canadians, Scottish people, Germans, Dutch, And when they see that, they're going to think every single person who's white, who's European descent, is going to act like that. Do not do that. You're representing us and you're embarrassing us. You got like Big Ed from 90 Day Fiance going over there to the Philippines, acting like a sex tourist and just embarrassing all men. I mean, all he did was put that poor woman down every single chance he had. That was disgusting. I mean, the guy might be 4'11", but if I see him, he'd probably be 4'10" when I'm done with him. My goodness, I mean, seriously. Don't go there and embarrass us, because it makes me mad. It makes everybody else mad. It makes all of us look bad. If you can't go over there and you can't act your shoe size, don't go. Seriously, don't go. And if you're a backpacker and you're going over there and your sense is like, I don't want to spend any money, you don't need to be on vacation. It's fine to say, okay, I'm going to land here in Bangkok. My hotel's 3 miles away. I'm going to walk to the hotel. That's fine and dandy. I have a problem with that. But when you're trying to go 60 miles away and you're too cheap to buy a bus ticket, you're too cheap to get a taxi from your hotel to the bus station, which might be 4 miles away, and someone's offering you a ride and you say, no, you give me a ride free because I'm not paying, that's embarrassing. That's embarrassing to me. That's embarrassing to every single tourist that goes over there. What's wrong with you? Seriously, what's wrong with you? God, yeah, I'm getting mad right now. I mean, I want my free refills, and I got to deal with people like that want everything for free, and they're going to travel, and they're going to act like idiots over there. And you're not above the law either. Don't be trying to say, oh, well, I'm in Thailand, I'll do what I want. No, that ain't going to happen. You know what they're going to say is, oh, you're a foreigner. You can go to jail as long as we want. That's what's going to happen. God, you're embarrassing.